there's that. We're back with another episode of OffCentered Outdoors, and I'm kicking stuff again like usual.
Welcome back.
How you doing, Chuck?
Great. Exciting week in San Dimas, Ted.
Yeah, I'm your host, Matt Dockstetter. I'm here with
Your other host.
the runner-up from the 1986 Miners Oak Men's Beauty Pageant, Mr. Chuck Testa.
No, thank you for making me feel better. I was like 12th runner-up.
Well, there was only one person entered.
Well, see how bad that is? When you put it like that, it's
Yep.
even better.
Absolutely. What have you been up to?
Well, would you come in and say I act like I own this shop or something?
Yeah, act like it's your shop in here or something.
Apparently I've been busy.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. That badger came out sweet, huh?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Yep. I made a mistake of whipping together a habitat for a badger. So then I had to mount it, of course.
You might as well.
Yep. And I think we got a run on coos deer in here looking
looks
around.
like it.
Yeah. Yep. I wonder if there's... How close to Mexico was that one shot earlier? You don't know?
It was in the Arizona part of Arizona.
In the Arizona part?
Yeah.
Okay, because these were in the Mexico part of Mexico.
Well, there you go.
So...
Yeah, the other one I've got sitting in the shop was a Mexico one, and it makes all these ones look like ants.
I bet, because even those two, one of them looks almost like a real whitetail.
Yeah.
Except for the body.
Yeah, this one I'm getting to do is going to be, it's probably in the, I don't know if they're going to officially have it scored and entered, but it should be new top 3 of all time.
Wow.
It's like 146 and change.
Hey, how big was that one we saw at Howard's house?
I have no idea.
Remember that huge son of a bitch that got stolen and all that?
Yeah, I don't, that was a good one. I don't remember how big that one was, but
that one was so big, I thought it was not a coos deer.
Yeah, that's how this one is. I looked at it and compared it mentally to the couple whitetail I got in Texas. I was like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing something wrong, but
I don't know.
they grow them bigger in Mexico.
See, what'd the guy say? They had to go down in the middle of nowhere and oh, you missed that whole story.
Yeah.
Richard was here. That's right. I forgot. Never mind. I'm sorry. Every day's the same to me.
Oh yeah, they all just run together anymore.
Mm-hmm. So you said you had some exciting stuff to talk about, or not really?
Yeah, no, it's I don't know if exciting's the right term. Definitely not fun, but remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about the visitor we had that tried to hang out with Levi in the driveway.
Oh, and the clapmobile?
Yeah.
I learned that new term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, we had another incident, sort of.
With the same guy?
No.
What?
Yeah, it's a hell of a few weeks in Nipomo.
Strange things are afoot.
Absolutely. We were doing something, and Nathan was out deer hunting, and he was grabbing his backpack out of his pack to go on a hike, or out the back of his truck to go on a hike, and he discovered that somebody had hidden an air tag in the back of his truck under his little bed liner. So he'd been being tracked for, he discovered it Saturday morning, mid-morning, and they scanned it and looked at it, and somebody'd been tracking him since Thursday. Yeah. So that's fun. Yeah, so we had to have the sheriff. We had the sheriffs come out yesterday, and they did a whole police report thing. And
normally Fraser stuns me into silence, but this time
I get one every once in a while.
You got me good this time.
Yeah.
And it's not a hot chick trick. No,
we have no idea
because I mean maybe
that's what the cop said. He said, "You got any girlfriends you pissed off at you or screwing around on anybody?" Nope.
Well, not that he's going to admit.
Well, no, he's a good kid. He would have admitted it if he was, especially to the cop.
Well, Nathan, you're right. He's too
yeah.
Nathanish.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He would just
when you look at the tracking thing, it appeared that it came from across our street. The little where the origination point.
Or maybe that's where they turned it on.
That's what I'm saying. It was turned on. It showed in like the across the street neighbor's living room. so the cop went over there to talk to him about it, and they were like completely
shocked.
Yeah, they were. And I don't have any reason not to believe them. We have no idea who them people are.
No, but why would they?
Normally, you would go meet your neighbors and that kind of stuff. But we've been there for what, 5 years now, and we don't need to meet them. To be fair, this is like the third set of neighbors that have lived over there. But yeah, they were completely taken back and like in total shock that something like that was happening in the neighborhood. So somebody had to have parked on the street and walked it into the yard and stuck it under his.
I thought you were closing the gate, so they jumped the gate, or
except
what?
for when he's home alone and doesn't do what he's supposed to do. You know, teenagers can be.
Well, we know they're stupid, so that's a rule.
Yeah, the timing wise, it worked out. It would have been put in his truck while he was in the shower getting ready for work. Because that day,
okay, that's even creepier.
That day he had to work at 1 o'clock, and
in the afternoon. You mean?
Yeah. It was stuck in the. It was turned on at 11:15 or something like that. So. Or 11:30. So, anyways, it doesn't really matter what time it was.
That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, yeah, there might be some cameras set up all over the property now, and
God, I can't even fucking believe you got to do that.
I know, right?
You know, what the hell?
Start keeping the gate not just closed but locked, and it's really sad. Like I was telling the officer yesterday, I'm not gonna sit here and be scared. And my family is not either. If somebody comes in my yard and I see it, I know who it is. I told him he's gonna come back there and he's gonna need to bring a spatula because he's gonna have to scrape some shit up off the driveway. And maybe that wasn't the right thing to say, but no, I am who I am, and I'm gonna do what I got to do.
Just make sure you do it how they tell you.
Yeah.
And don't put one in the head.
No.
That's what gets everyone on the self-defense.
Yeah.
Is the coup de grace shot.
Well, I might have to aim for the head then, so I don't hit him there.
Well, that's what Skip taught me.
Yeah.
2 in the chest, 1 in the head, 3.
Yeah.
That's how the spooks do it.
But
allegedly.
No, if
they're not blowing your car up with a missile or something, whatever they do. Oh, I mean that they don't do.
Yeah, but no, I set up. Luckily, I just pulled my trail cameras the other day, so I had them sitting there in the truck. So I set up a couple of them, and the cops said that's probably the best thing you do. Most of these home surveillance systems are horse shit, so they don't work worth a crap, and the trail cams are better. So I got there might be a few of those set up.
And how about when they shut that guy out of his own house because the Amazon driver claimed that the doorbell made a racist comment. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wire my house up so they can shut me down.
But no, I did order one of the wireless home camera things, but it's not geared to anything else. It's just a camera, so I don't have to worry about my doorbell being racist and getting locked out of my house, allegedly. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. That's what my half a day of work consisted of yesterday. So I made a dump run and prepped the mannequin, and then had to haul ass home to meet the sheriff. So that was fun. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be talking about this in public forum, but
no, and I think you should, because I think people need to be aware. Wendy was just telling me, I just learned about those tracker things, even though probably everyone else knows about them.
Yeah,
but I learned that guys were like, tracking girls from the restaurant.
Yeah, they're using them to track these people to develop patterns for fucking grabbing them for trafficking and shit.
Oh, there's no track. Don't even go there. No.
That's what I was telling the dude yesterday. He's like, man, he was like, honestly, this is a big deal personally, but on a legal level, it's like a low-level misdemeanor at the moment. Are you fucking kidding me? And I was just... I had just spent most of my morning yesterday Googling and trying to learn about these deals so I could figure it. And I mean, it was what I was reading kind of contradicted what he said, but I mean, every county in this fucked up state's different, so who really knows what the laws are? But yeah, it basically right now it's a low-level misdemeanor because they look at it like invasion of privacy more than anything else. And I said, well, what about, I mean, the dude had to, or whoever it was, had to have trespassed to put it in the truck. Is there something we could do there? If you had them on camera, there's something, I mean, we could look into it, but without any evidence, who knows?
So here's the deal again. This is what is just insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
So they can do everything,
Mm-hmm.
but you try it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You try it, and well, don't try it. But I mean, at what point, when you think of all the thought that whoever put into doing this,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
You get in more trouble for pissing next to your truck on the side of the road.
You get in more trouble for a feather.
Well, hey.
You know, don't even, like I said, this is just.
No, I know.
This is just horrible. Well, and then the anxiety and the fear of the unknown thing, because this is like the second time.
Yeah.
You know, and probably the Clapmobile, that might have been completely separate.
Yeah, I talked to him about that too. Well, since he was there, I told him we didn't report it because I mean, at that point, it was that guy's word against mine, and who the hell knows? Maybe he didn't have any ill intention. And apparently, the SLO County sheriffs know about this guy. He's been
which guy now? The Clapmobile,
the homeless guy. Yeah.
Okay.
They said they've checked on him a few times, and he's, as far as they're concerned at the moment, relatively harmless.
Okay,
He doesn't have any.
He's just crazy.
Yeah, he mentally unstable at the least, and probably a history of drug problems. Well, yeah, no doubt.
Hey, they just let that guy go who cut that lady's head off because they said he was mentally ill.
Yeah, but yeah, bro had one tooth and he didn't even take care of it.
Well, that gives a whole new meaning to Toothless Bubba from Nipomo.
But yeah, they said he lived under one of the bridges on the north end of town, and you'd see his car parked there from time to time. But
man, what a dude!
It's a very fucked up situation to say the least. But at least we have the means to protect ourselves.
Well, you don't have the right to. They're really trying to.
I've got a right and a left.
Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, you do. So no matter what they say. However,
that's kind of what I told him. I was like, so honestly, would it have been better if I didn't call you and just handled this the way I would have handled it in old Western times? And he looked at me and said, "No, it's a good thing you didn't do that."
No.
So
no. Right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
I suggest if you're gonna come visit me at my house, you announce yourself before you come over.
Yeah.
Because
Matt's going with the no-knock shooting now.
We're a little on edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's fun.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
I
don't know what to say, and I'm the one living it, so it's been a pretty screwed up
really
couple
good
days.
nostril shape on your deer there.
Well,
again.
Yeah, I try to teach you all the time, but you don't pay attention.
Oh, I try. The more I try, the more I fuck it up now because I'm trying to copy exactly.
Well, it's a good thing you're going to be attending my seminar here in a couple
absolutely. I'll be pushing.
That's a transition.
Yeah. No, that's funny. That's a nice shape right there.
Yeah, no,
your wingtips are always look good. Hey, I tell the truth, like Mike. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
And if they don't look good, I say they don't look good.
Yeah. On to more fun things now. So yeah, we're getting ready for our seminar here in a couple days. It's less than.
You know, and that was a new thing for the way we put it. Maybe we didn't write it the best. Yeah. Because basically, some guys took it like, oh, I'm a fig jam or I'm a master, so I don't need to learn anything or whatever it is.
Yeah, you know? It wasn't quite labeled how I wanted it on the flyer. I didn't want it necessarily to say beginner, but it does, and it's fine. I mean, having a little bit smaller audience is going to be better. That way we can pay a little bit more close attention, and just about everybody that's going to be there is going to be doing hands-on now, so that's good. We've got 2 people allegedly that are supposed to maybe show up. I've got to hear back from them, and they're going to just watch, which is cool. But still, we should have time to let them do practice clay work and that kind of stuff. So we'll see how it ends up going. It's going to be kind of a fly in by the seat of your pants kind of a deal. We're going to do what we do and mount some shit and show you how to make money at it, allegedly. We have the tools to make the money. It's getting the other tools to pick up their mount is where we have the problem.
Oh, that's funny right there.
Uh-huh.
No, I just got lost again because I was thinking, as I do,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that, like, weirdly enough, you and I are going to benefit the most.
Oh yeah.
From this, because when you teach, you learn more,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the point. Is that even if you're like a world champion, like Ken would tell you, there's always stuff to know. It's always the new guy
Absolutely.
that comes there and says, well, why don't you do this? And
Mm-hmm.
you go, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why don't we do this, man?
Yeah, and I mean, you can be the greatest taxidermist around. You've still got to be humble enough to realize there's still something you can probably learn. Everybody, I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll keep saying it. There's definitely, especially in this business, there's more than one way to skin a cat. No pun intended. Everybody's got their own methods and tricks and things that they do to make them unique and different, while they still get out the best quality product you can put out. And yeah, there's no to poo-poo on something because, oh, that's for a beginner. What do I need that for? I'm a master. Self-proclaimed, as it may be.
For some reason, I'm holding my breath.
There's always something you can do. It don't matter if you've been in this business for 10 minutes or 10,000 years. There's always something new you can learn.
The thing is, I've said it to you 100,000 times, and I'll have to keep saying it because it's in my repertoire of tools that Mike taught me, you know.
Yeah.
What was it he taught me?
Always write down the quotes you need to do.
That's what he said. No, he just told me that this morning,
Uh-huh.
to put that notebook thing back in my pocket.
Yep.
And I really tried hard, because he's right, because you got to write shit down when you
Yeah.
think about it. But then, as Matt will attest to, when we look at my writing, we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So, God dang, now I forgot that quote.
In English culture, we write from the left to the right. I think in other places they go from right to left, and Chucky just kind of throws a bunch of letters on the page and sees what
Yeah,
sticks.
no, they change all the time. That's why they said when I punch in the secret code that starts the thing,
Uh-huh.
and they'll have the gun at my head saying, fix it, I won't. I'll just have to say, just shoot me.
Well, one thing we can rest assured, that if you ever ended up with the nuclear codes, we were going to be completely safe from going to nuclear war.
That's it. Right, because I won't know.
Yeah, unless it's something really simple.
No, so the key is the foundation.
Yeah.
And then everybody touches something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I get sucked up into, and I like, you have a way of touching things that I just can't duplicate it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have to
everybody
quit
has their own.
trying when I like, and then if it works for you. But the main thing is that you stick with the foundation,
Exactly.
and then you can make, you know,
Mm-hmm.
then you can move forward from there.
Yeah, I mean, and even like what we're doing here, we work each other's shit now and then, and it's you got to stay true to your foundation, but you don't always necessarily have to try to mimic what the other guy's doing either. You got to stay true to yourself while trying to do what you do, I guess.
Well, I cut my wingtips always with a chisel and make them look exactly like that. And now I'm trying to do this drill thing that you do so well, and it just, you know, bad things happen when I use a drill sometimes.
Yeah.
And or like Diaz used to laugh when I tried to drill for the nose condom thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up with like, I might as well have took a 1-inch paddle bit and went up the, you know, and instead of just should have done what I do.
Yeah, no, it takes work. I mean, hell, when I think I might have told you even before, when I went to school originally, they had us carving out nostrils with a fucking scalpel.
God,
I don't know how the hell we did it, but we did it.
How did you do it and not cut your main artery and bleed out or something?
I don't know how I didn't go through 87 blades per nostril.
Well, that, but snapping, I mean,
No, exactly. I don't know.
All you had to do is say scalpel, and I hear 10,000
Oh, yeah. No, I don't.
train wrecks come right into my head.
Exactly. I don't know how the hell we did it, but we did it. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I'm pretty damn certain that that's how we were shown to do it. Because I know that's how I did it.
And then it's so funny, you tell me all the time, you say, well, I don't do one thing like I learned at school anymore.
No.
Not even one thing. Except for the S needle, maybe.
Yeah, that's about it. And even with that, we used to use the big S needle with fire line. I mean,
God, who's to that? It's like Mike said, you can teach a horse to learn a bad habit in like 1 second, and you can't unfix them. No matter what. And that's what. See, it kills me with the illogical of stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Because like if you took a minute to think about it, that line is like sharp, not sharp, but well, maybe it's sharp. I don't know. What am I looking for?
I'm not sure, but I know what you're.
But it can cut.
Yeah,
it can cut the skin.
Yeah, it's so
fine.
It's,
right, yeah. And then the way it is.
When you pull, I think the only way to effectively use that is if your hide's way too big for the mannequin, because then you're not pulling near as hard as we do with the rope that we use. I mean,
yeah, but when we use the rope and pull it, it thins down on the same thick.
I know that, and you know that,
but they just can't comprehend it. It breaks their brain.
It's one of those things. We've said it before. Also, it's guys forget where we come from. And that's what there used to be. There wasn't any other options. I mean, but sometimes the old ways are the best ways, and maybe they're not the best ways for you, but they're the best ways for us, because that's what we do. That's what we know how to do.
Well, our seams don't come apart or nothing.
Not usually.
No, and then I don't know, whatever. And a card will fix anything.
Typically,
usually, if you apply it correctly.
Well, yeah, these are all some fun tips that we're going to be spewing out this weekend. Hopefully, of the half dozen folks that are there, hopefully we get a few people paying attention. We'll see.
Well, we'll see about that one kid, because he's willing to go up there. He came up here one time, and so usually, that's what I tell people too. When they don't want to. Well, some people I don't want to camaraderie with on Sunday. Yeah. But if a guy's determined to learn and he lives in your town, he's going to learn.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
so why not make an ally, not
absolutely.
And there's just no threat to you. There's
no. No, absolutely. But
so
there's one guy I was really hoping was going to come, and I can't even get him to write me back on the old Facebook Messenger now. So
really,
I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You can either stay put where you're at, or you can grow as an artist. But sometimes I guess we stay put and we get stuck in our ways, and we do.
Okay, I don't want to mention names, but because I'm not. But I noticed at the show I see on certain type of mammals the exact issue.
Yeah.
Every time, and these people are stuck at the exact score every time. And there's like this big red flashing light anatomically.
Yeah.
And why they can't see that, it blows my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure either, but
well, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I knew before you started saying.
I know
what you were talking about.
Yeah, but, you knew, but
no, I mean,
just making sure because maybe there's even more. It's just that certain things really bug me.
No, absolutely, and we can't get complacent with where we're at in this industry. Everything changes, just like anything else. It's not just taxidermy. I mean, if it was just taxidermy changing, that'd be weird. But we can't. We need to stay true to our foundation, and we need to still be open to learn new techniques, because the way I do things is going to be different from the way this guy does things, or that guy and that guy. There's always going to be another way to do something that goes.
But if you do,
might make something pop in your brain. Go,
right?
Ah, shit! I could do what I've been doing in half the time and make the same money. Why not?
The aha moment.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
And then, but as long as you do the steps 1 through 25, it doesn't matter how,
Yeah, no, the end product ends up the same, and you just might get there. Step number 10 might be 9.5 now. Who knows? It's one. I mean, I honestly, if I'd have to sit and think about it right now to go back and try to mount something the way I used to. I don't know that I could.
No, Mike says that you ought to keep like 1 or 2 of your old mounts,
Yeah.
just to look how bad they were.
I've got
remember where
pictures.
you came from. Yeah, no, dude, it's bad.
Yeah.
I even look at 3 years ago, some stuff we were doing.
Mhm.
Till now, we've come miles.
Oh, absolutely.
In certain detail, because see, you can't fix everything all at once.
Yeah.
So remember, we were focusing on one point,
Mm-hmm.
and we did that, and
Yeah.
now we move to the next point and work on that, and then we'll move to the last point.
Mm-hmm.
And because you can't do it all.
No,
at
no,
once.
absolutely.
Everything.
Yeah, I think that might be some of the best advice I ever got, was to pick one thing and fix that, and then move on to the next thing, because
Right.
It doesn't matter how good you are, you can't focus on everything at once.
No, and you really studied.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say he studied, he studied.
Yeah, and
He did exercises that Mike taught. I mean, no one wants to do. And for Mike, that's the most fun stuff.
Yeah.
Is that curious learning stuff of,
Mhm.
but no one wants to shave your butt and skin.
Yeah.
No one wants to do this and that, and no one wants to. But then we know it's 64 by 82 mostly. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because how do we know? Well, because we did 100,000
Yeah,
things.
100%.
And
But yeah, no, I mean, there's still things I want to work on that I might have to go pursue here one of these days. It's one of those things. There's always something else you can get better at. You can't.
But I even noticed. Look at that jaw set I installed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Look how much smoother that is, even on the
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't know. We're just stupid stuff.
Yeah, you just got. Sometimes you guys just got to take some time and care about what you're doing, not just look at the paycheck at the end of it. Which I do have that problem sometimes too.
Well,
we all do. It's only natural.
we do, but our point is, Mike says, if we can't fix it enough that makes it worth it,
Mhm.
sometimes you just got to do better on the next one.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah,
Do better on the next one. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
And there will be a next one. So.
There's always a next one.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I was trying to explain to these guys our seminars for. It's to help you blow through them roadblocks that you get stuck in front of. But like I said, we worded.
I just still want to
worded it
know.
wrong in
I'm
the
going to say
flyer,
this
and-
right now, and then we're going to know if certain people listen. I want to know how you get a master or call yourself a master if you don't earn a master.
Well, I mean, you can go by the what is it? 10,000 hours of doing the same job makes you a master. Or...
Well, I got like 20-something thousand hours.
Yeah.
So no, because you could and it should, but I know guys longer time than me that are still
Oh yeah.
the same because they're unwilling to
Mm-hmm.
to humble themselves enough that it might,
Yeah. And I mean, throwing that on your website might get you another person or two, but I'd rather be honest with my work and show what's actually happening.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like you got a guy out there visiting, which is fine because we're about ready to wrap this up anyways.
Oh, I want to tell you something positive though. Tomorrow at 7, I get to talk to a 100-year-old left waist gunner on a B-17 named
Nice.
Lucky.
Awesome.
I'm really excited about that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's sharp as a tack and he loves to talk. And like last week, I talked to that guy whose dad was in Dachau, and I'm trying to compile some stuff. And I don't know who that is. Anyway, all right. Well, we'll see you next week, and we'll have exciting things to talk
Absolutely.
about.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to
Thanks for-
check us out everywhere you hear these podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and of course YouTube.
Yeah, and we are growing despite ourselves. So.
Absolutely. We've breached 110 plays, so we're
All
doing
right.
good.
Well, like
All right,
I said
guys.
last week,
We're doing good.
500 is our next goal.
Yep.
All right. We'll
Have a
see you
good
next time. Bye.